Yeah, I believe we're clairvoyant. We have superpowers and stuff. It's not really superpowers, it's just normal everyday things, you know? But bouncy curls, thank you, Lainey. Hi, Ep.5.
Peace.
Peace. What's going on?
Um, Nothing, just chilling.
Period.
You know, I just got done meditating, so I'm just very calm right now. Not saying too much. It's more so like I'm observing. So yeah, you good though.
Yo, my name's Strong. What y'all got going on?
Peace.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the best way to keep it peace. In my studies, I have realized that it's only one God that created every religion, every race of human.
That's
Even if it's aliens, He created that too. I don't know
let me,
what your belief is
can
on
I
that.
ask you this though, God? What study told you that?
What you had said, brother? I'm sorry.
I said,
I
can I?
understand.
I said, what study told you that?
All of them. Just when you research,
Name one.
when you study Christianity, when you study
Oh my God, bro,
Quran. Oh, you keep
bro,
cutting me out, bro. If you want the flow, you got the flow, bro. You know, you want to
bro.
keep cutting
So
me out,
let,
go ahead. You
all
got
right.
it.
So let me say this. Since I got the flow there, uh, there is truth. There is truths and lies within that Christianity. All that shit. Matter of fact, the esoteric knowledge too. So you gotta use your spiritual discernment and your third eye and you in your intuition to gain the truth and the cap. You feel what I'm saying? Not all that shit is true though. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that. No, not all that shit true.
Well, it can't all be true if it contradicts itself. A lot of different religions contradicts itself. It's different denominations
So
and
so
different
how
religions.
how do you say amen? How
Brother,
do you say?
you
I'm
gotta
asking you.
understand.
I'm asking you. How do you say
You
amen?
asking that's the wrong question to ask
No,
somebody.
no, no. It's the right question. How do you say amen?
Just like you just said.
No, you say it though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just say it, bro. Like why you acting, bro?
What,
Just
amen? The
that's how
same
you.
thing
Is
you
that how
said.
you say amen?
I just said like you
I'm
just said
asking,
it.
bro. How could I know what you do? I'm asking how you say it. That's what I'm
That's what
trying
I'm
to
saying. You
say,
can't ask me a personal question like that, and
bro.
hey, go
Okay,
ahead and
bro.
explain yourself. 'Cause
Okay,
I
bro.
don't know where you're going there. I'm confused. You got me
Okay, bro.
confused in the
I'm just
motherfucker.
asking you, like, how do you say amen? That's all I'm asking, brother.
Just
Like,
like
what
I
does
just
it
said, just
mean
like
for
you
you
just
to
said
say
it.
amen?
Okay, and what told you to say amen? Like how you saying it?
The culture that we grew up in.
Okay,
If
you
you're gonna
said the
Culture.
say that
See,
culture
word,
that we grew
that's
up
where you
in.
got it wrong. The culture. What does the culture word have in it? A cult. It's a cult. Culture is a cult. You know what I
no,
mean?
I'm agreeing
I'm
with you.
not
I'm just
culture.
saying I'm agreeing with that 100%. I'm just trying to see where you're trying to go with the amen thing because if he say amen, if you grow up Christian, it's gonna be the same way. It's universal to a certain extent, but it's also different denominations. That's my main point. Is I believe in one God that created everything. It's different denominations of Christianity. It's different denominations of Muslims. It's different denominations of many different religions, and they all believe in similar things but separate. Also, I believe in love is love in all religions, all
Okay,
races
so
of people.
if there's love, right? You believe in love. That's a good thing. What makes you think
100% strong,
believing
100%.
what makes you believe that having a creator is love? How is that love energy?
Well, love gives you the ability to create a legacy and understand it and to care. See, love is just not one thing. Kindness comes with love. Understanding comes with love. Love is just not just, oh, I feel passionate about this person. It's more than that. It breaks down to different virtues. He back, so I'm letting him have the flow. Oh, he gone. Oh, I was gonna let him have the flow. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. But a virtue is a virtue, and a vice is a vice. Do you know what a virtue is? A virtue in a person. Do you know what that is?
No.
You don't know what hey, Woke, do you know what a virtue is? A virtue in a person?
Is it like a good trait?
It's a good trait in a person. How many virtues could you name just off the top of your head? So we define a virtue as a good trait in a person. So I'm trying to get somebody else the ability to talk to, cause I ain't trying to a virtue.
Nah, you
Um,
good.
yeah, goodness. So kindness would be an example. That's just one virtue. That's just one virtue. We can name bravery would be considered a good virtue. Courage would be considered a good. I can keep going if you get what I'm saying. Like it's different things in yourself that make you a great person in your character. And the vice is the opposite. Like if you stingy, are you a thief? Are you selfish? Those are considered vice. Are you, it's different ones, and different angels and demons control those virtues. Once you study on any spiritual level and put the puzzle pieces together. And I just want to put that little piece out there. That's all.
Nah, bro, you speaking facts, bro. You speaking 100% facts. Everything you said so far is facts. So, is that just lettuce?
So what do you think God is?
God, I met God. I had a near death experience. When they tell you when you die, you go into blackness and you see that tunnel of light. I've been there. I seen it. Went into the tunnel. I turned into a ball of energy. I floated towards the tunnel. I was in the tunnel. It was complete darkness, but there's a little speck of light in the side of the right hand corner, and I floated towards it. And when I hit it, it absorbed me. Like I turned into light. I turned into a ball of energy going at light speed or faster. Like you turn, and then there was other balls of energy around me. You could tell they were spirits. And I don't know if you know this, but when you pass this earth, there's gonna be other people that pass along with you at the same second. Millions of people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just gonna be by yourself. It don't work like that. Y'all go down a tunnel. It's a journey. Some people go here, some people go there. But when I met God, he was pure electricity. He was nothing but electricity. Like his veins, he didn't have no race or nothing. He was just pure. He had the form of a human body, but it's like a character that you first create where he was just like see through, but he was pure energy, but you could see the form of a man. And he was connected to the universe. Like every solar system, every star system, everything that he touches, he communicates with. Everything, the ground that we walk on. And I said, how the hell he do that? And then it was so profound, the peace and love and all that. This how like time don't exist like we think time is. It's different. But when I met him and I realized, and they got a theory about this, it's called string theory. They also got another theory about they call it something entanglement. Is it physical entanglement? It's another one that everything's connected, but he does it through electricity. Like for you to even talk to me and us to communicate, all of it takes electricity. For you to open and close your hand is electricity. I said, how the hell you do that? How everything connected? Protons, neutrons, electrons, what they told you in school. They got a positive charge, negative charge, and a neutral charge. It's like a battery. Like you can't see radio waves, but it still has the same protons, neutrons, electrons. Like everything works off that simple concept. But if you start to study, it goes deeper than that. Like, but you have to do a little reading and put the puzzle pieces together.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah.
Everything's connected to atoms, proton. The air you breathe, and think about it. The air you're breathing right now, what is it made of? What do we call it? We call it oxygen. The water that we drink, we call it water, H2O. It has a form of oxygen and hydrogen, which makes water. Those are molecules. Molecules, if you break them down, they're still composed of atoms, protons, neutrons. Light is a little different, though. Electricity is a little different. See, Isaac Newton said we can't nothing go faster than the speed of light. That's not true. That's true on our planet to the sense, but when you do your research, it's time don't exist. You can go into the future or the past. It's different. Like when you get to that level of things, like we're miniature. When you start studying astronomy, you realize every star that you see is a sun like our own, either bigger or smaller. Every star that you see is a star. You look up at the night sky, you see all those stars. They're suns like our own, but bigger. Some of them older, some of them younger, some of them explode and turn into supernova. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. See, we just focus on this little mankind shit. This is nothing. It's just a part of our spirit to pass the journey. See, everybody gonna be tested, man. But when you start learning the big and the small, and you understand what's going on. That's how you reach another level. It's called wisdom. Like once you get wisdom, knowledge, information, intelligence, all that plays a part of getting a bigger picture. It's like putting a puzzle pieces together. The more puzzle pieces that you can put together, the more you understand. It's levels to this. Like that intellect, that wisdom, and understand is levels. Some people might be at level 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people might be at the bottom of the pyramid. They might be underneath in a dungeon in the pyramid. See that dollar bill, flip the dollar bill over. You see a pyramid. It gets slow. When you see that slope on that pyramid, everybody's not going to understand. So if it's going to get lonely at the top, it might be a million people at level 4. It might be 100,000 people at level 3. It might be 50,000 people at level 2. It might be 10. I'm just using examples. You never know how many it may be. But as you climb up that pyramid, it's going to get less and less understandable of the people who can relate to you and really have the truth and understanding. That's the top. But it's levels. The more you listen, the more you can climb levels.
Wait, one
Even with
second.
Freemasonry,
Hey,
there's levels to that. But go ahead,
hey,
I'm done.
hey, you are alive and well. You are not just living in your head. You are living in your body. You are good, bro. Don't stress. I read your comment. Yeah, my bad. That was like an emergency. He was saying about something he couldn't live and stuff. But I heard what you was saying. Um, but you don't think that God is like the collective energy of everybody in the universe?
Yeah, that's exactly. I just said that. I agree with you 100%. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And you're just talking about humans. What about the aliens?
All of them. It's just that there are some creatures that are an abomination to nature and they don't look right. Like the chimera. That is a three-headed creature. That is not normal. If you have three heads, that means that's three consciousness sharing one body. They should all have their own separate body. You get what I mean? Like there are things that is not normal that somehow was allowed in this universe. Well, I'm trying to change that back around.
So define normal. What is normal then? Because if it exists, it would have to be to an extent normal because it exists.
You'll find out what normal is once you start saying something is
No,
not
but I'm
normal.
tell I'm asking you to tell me what normal is because that's what you're saying. You're saying that something you're classifying something is not normal. So you tell me what is normal in this entire grand scheme of things that we call the universe. What is normal?
The animals are
Nothing's
normal.
normal. You can say an animal is not normal.
Bro, I'm not having this debate with you, bro. Yo ass be
That's what I'm saying.
delusional.
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Says the person trying to shun the conversation.
Bro, cuz, bro.
I'm just saying though, you can't classify anything as normal in a universe that is outside of something you can even fathom. You can't even fathom the universe. You're trying to classify shit as normal.
I can
Nothing's
fathom the
normal.
universe.
We're not
I'm a part of the
normal.
universe. I can
Us
fathom what is
humans,
around me. I can fathom the whole
you
universe.
can fathom what's around you and what's around you only. Is what I'm saying.
No, everything. But that's the thing. You keep trying to split yourself and say nothing is around you because you can't see it
I
with
didn't
your
say
two
that.
eyes.
I
But
didn't
you
say
can
that
feel.
though.
Yeah, but
I
you
didn't
can
say
feel
that.
the whole universe. Nah, you acting like it though.
How am I acting? I'm not acting like nothing. You're assuming.
You literally said you can't fathom the universe. What am I assuming
I
about
said that to
you?
you.
Exactly. And I told you I can fathom the universe.
No, you
What?
can't.
Yes, I can. I am part of the
Okay.
universe. I can fathom
You
the
can,
whole
yes, you're a
universe.
part of it, but you can't fathom the full grasp scale of things. You
No, you
can't,
can't.
bro.
If you're a part of it, you can, bro. How are you a part of
You
something that you
can,
don't
but
even?
not
How
as
are
of
you a
right
part of
now. In
something
this
that you don't
vessel, you
even know
cannot.
about? You gotta know what you're around. You gotta know if you're a part of something, you have to know what you're around. Like, like y'all just stick to the unknowing demon and just roll along with it. Oh, I don't know nothing. You know
Bro,
a
it's
lot.
not it's not even that. It's just like, bro, you can't fathom the shit. And you're trying to sit here and say you can, so tell me what can you fathom then?
I can fathom everything.
What is everything?
All of us, everything. The nature,
What is all of us? What is everything? What is nature?
the universe,
Descriptive.
the universe.
Description.
It's the universe.
Okay, but that is
Like
all
you
everything
having.
everything you just listed is physical anyway, so of course we can see that with our own physical eye.
You said what?
I said everything you just listed is physical anyways. So
Because
that those are
everything
even
is
good
physical.
examples.
The whole universe is physical.
Okay, ask me this, right? You can fathom everything, right? Can you fathom exactly the exact process of what happens to us once we transcend out of this vessel?
I can fathom
Tell
that.
us the no, but this is my point right here, exactly, right? Tell us the exact process of what happens once the soul transcends out of this vessel, once this vessel dies off. You can't fathom that because you're in a limited conscious right now in this vessel. You can't fathom what happens after this cycle until you are in it. That's my point. So how can you classify anything as normal when you can't fathom everything? What is
Bro,
normal?
I'm not gonna understand evil shit. Death is evil. We're not supposed
What?
to die. We are not supposed to leave this
This is my
vessel.
point, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the whole.
If
Here's
death is
no. Listen.
evil,
Listen. Here's the rhythm
why does
of
it
the
happen?
frequency right now. Here, let me tell you what the vibe is right now. People think you can downgrade, but they can't fathom that you can upgrade. So why would I sit here trying to fathom a downgrade as tendency, a downgrade
I'm
as
not.
illusion, when I can fathom the
That's not an
upgrade?
illusion,
You know,
bro.
I'm
That's
not
what's
here to
going to
fathom.
happen.
I'm not here to fathom death and evil things that happen to us. I'm here to
Okay,
fathom
but
the
we
good
know death
things.
isn't real because the soul can't die.
Death is real and it hurts.
Death,
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie
what?
to you. Death, when you die, it's peaceful. It don't hurt.
Bro, I'm telling you, the shit that you have in your past life, you take on with your next life and so on and so forth. Just because you die doesn't mean all the information unlocks to you. That's just because you live doesn't mean that you die. Like it's a whole bunch of shit. I don't know why he keeps
Oh,
leaving. He trying to energy harvest.
he's not trying to interview artists, bro. He was actually spitting facts, bro. He was actually everything he said was facts.
He
Hey,
did
look.
say
I don't know
facts.
what. I don't know what just happened. I didn't just leave. I don't know what just
Oh,
happened.
okay, okay. I thought you was trying to.
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Cause yeah, cause like, bro, like if death is real, right, and we know it comes from having too much love in the energy that you love something you could just die or whatever, then why would I sit here and try to fathom something that could kill me? I'm going to live, right? I'm gonna want to live, and I believe in eternal life. So this vessel that
But
I'm
we
in right
have
now,
eternal
I
life,
have no.
though.
I'm not done. I have no intention of leaving it behind. I have no intention of dying. I'm not even prepared for death. I'm not even prepared for tomorrow. I'm here right now and I'm living and I
That's
know
good.
I'm gonna be here forever. You know what I mean? But if I do think about tomorrow, I will never think that I'm gonna die tomorrow. I will always think I'm gonna live. Cause
Okay, but
life,
no one said okay, that's getting off
yeah.
track because no one said anything about that. Like you spiraling now. I'm saying, bro, what I'm basically saying is that yeah, I look you forgot what I was gonna say. Like, oh my god. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah,
Hey,
what was
look,
we
you
just talking
already
about?
talking about past lives and future lives, so you on the right track. But it's gonna you're gonna learn a lesson through each one of them.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all I'm
okay.
saying.
I got what I was gonna say. My thing is, it's like you keep talking to death as if it's bad thing. It's like something that is you're not avoiding, bro. And who said it's bad? You and we all know that we as souls don't die. Souls can't die. Souls are eternal. So yes, you do have eternal life, but the vessel is temporary. And you're
No,
trying to make, and you're
the
trying to
vessel
paint
is made to be temporary. The vessel is not meant to be temporary. The vessel is a
it's,
forever thing.
but it's temporary. It's
It's not
okay. If it,
temporary, bro.
how is it
What if
not temporary?
you are
Explain everybody in
look,
a
No, y'all
graveyard right
saying
now.
y'all saying the same thing. She talking about the spiritual versus y'all saying the exact
That's what
same thing,
I said.
bro.
I said that though. I'm talking about the
nah,
physical flesh
Strong
and
literally
bone.
said
That is
Strong
temporary.
Strong literally said he met God, who is Jesus. He's talking about Yeshua. He met Yeshua and he was in his upgraded vessel. So what makes you think your vessel has to die
No,
for
he
you
talking
to
about the
upgrade
physical.
your
No,
vessel?
he talking about the physical body. Swear that's
She
all.
knows what I'm talking about, bro. The physical vessel is temporary, bro. Like what? That is something that you can fathom if we want to get technical,
It's
right?
not temporary.
How is it not temporary? Explain funerals. Explain a graveyard. Explain motherfuckers dying. Like what, bro?
Well,
It's temporary.
maybe if they stopped spell casting us to die, and they stopped feeding us bullshit, and they stopped giving us
Okay, but we can't
bad
work with
air.
that, bro. We can't work with that. We have to
Yes, we
work with what's
can.
in front of us.
What's in front of you is that you manipulate your energy. You prepare for
Yes, you
death,
do.
then it's
While you're
coming your
here.
way. So
I'm
so
not
stop
saying
preparing for death.
it's inevitable though. It's what I'm trying to get across though.
It's
Like
not
you trying to make
inevitable,
it,
bro.
how is it not, okay. So I want to see you live forever. Is this your place? Like what the fuck? Huh? Is your place eternal? Yeah. That don't work. It don't work? Damn, that hoe just
Not
burnt
longer,
down on me.
forever. We're supposed to live forever.
Here, try this though. Angel, your
Y'all
body
saying the
doesn't
exact
live
same thing. It's just
forever, bro.
different
No, we're not
terminology.
saying the same thing. She's trying to say that our physical body lives forever, and it doesn't, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I get what you. She thinks the vessel that she comparing the physical and the spiritual vessel, and that's why the misunderstanding happened.
No, I know what she's trying to say. She's saying that us dying, our bodies dying, is a spell, so that's why we die. That's what she's saying, and I'm saying we can't work with that. We can't even prove that. We can't work with that, bro. Us saying that us dying, our physical bodies dying is a spell is something we can't, that's, you can't work with that, bro. There's nothing that is backing that shit up. Every human being that has came to incarnate, or every soul that has came to incarnate in a human body, has, this temporary body has died.
That's a fact.
Like, bro,
That's a
you
fact.
can't, she's trying to say that our temporary body, our bodies right now, this physical flesh and bones is eternal, not temporary. And us and it being temporary is a spell. And I'm saying you saying it is a spell is something that no one can work with. You can't work with that.
Let me ask you something. So, you're a person, right? You realize you are a part of the world. You are a part of God. God is the collective consciousness, right? Okay, cool. So, if you are a part of God and they're throwing all types of information at you, they're telling you school is good for you. Everybody goes to school. Every single child went to school, whatever. They tell you that the hospital is good for you. Every time you feel sick, you go to the hospital. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's a cold. Okay, so they're showing you all around you. Where is your solar plexus to where you decide what you think is normal, despite what other people present to you? You know what I mean? You are just going off of what everybody in the world said. You just go off of the first piece of information that is given to you. But where is your opinion? Where is your opinion? Like, what do
Dude,
you think about this? If you really ask
are
yourself
we
this,
serious right now?
bro, your opinion matters. That's what I'm trying to say. If you
I'm
if
not saying it don't matter. I'm saying
Exactly.
that
And
what
I
you're
can tell
saying,
that you
okay.
want to live. I can tell that you want to live. Nobody wants to die. Maybe we say shit that we want to die because we're already dead and we feel like we're dead, so we want to come back to life. So we say we want to die because that's where life comes from. But we really have to understand that if you just say I'm alive, then you are alive right now, and we can just shift the world. Instead of it going through destruction, we can go through reparations. That's all I'm trying to say. Why would
Facts.
why
But
would I
that's
try
not
to
what you were
destroy
saying
my?
at first.
Yeah,
That's
because
not what
why
you
would
were
I
saying
want to
at first.
destroy? Yeah, so why would I want to destroy something before it could get better when I could just alchemize it to become better? You know?
Okay, that's true, but that wasn't the subject at first. Like
Yeah.
that, like what you just said is a whole new thing. Is what I'm saying. What we were first talking about is the body being temporary or eternal. That's what we were talking about at first. What you just said is new. This is a whole new concept that's being brought up now.
Well, that was the whole point throughout the beginning
That
and
wasn't the
the
point
end.
at first. That was not the point at
Because
first.
you didn't let me explain. You kept trying to think that I was
I
wrong
did,
and
bro.
stuff.
You explained first. I came to rebuttal you after you got done talking. Is what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
All right, whatever. Well, at least you get it now. It was the same point regardless, but at least I explained it better.
Now, hey, basically, the moral of the story, that physical body gonna go away. Now that spiritual body gonna live for a long time. Now that's the moral of the story, to keep it short and sweet.
Facts. Facts. Thank you.
Bro,
Facts.
if it happens, listen, if it happens and your physical body happens to die, then yes, there is eternal life behind that. But at the same time, you can also upgrade this body to be a spiritual body without going through death, with just going
But
through
that, but
life itself.
your physical gonna go.
It's gonna
It's
go,
gonna
bro.
upgrade.
Thank you.
that physical
Thank
going.
you,
Hey, Sri,
bro.
I'm
Like,
sorry to
what
tell
the
you, go. Hey,
fuck?
that physical. Hey, you can't stop that physical. Now the
You
spiritual.
can't stop it.
That
Okay, I
spiritual a
see
little
what you're
different.
saying now. I see what y'all saying now.
That physical body gonna go now. That spiritual gonna live forever now. Like you
Hmm.
Facts.
gonna go through different tests. See, you never when you come back, you never know which you coming back as. Like
Facts.
for
No,
real,
you do
like
know. You do know. Bro, you have full control over what type of
no, you do,
fucking being you want to be. Yes, you do. If you want to be a listen, if you want to be a man, then you are a man.
no,
If I want to be a woman, why would I come as a man? I have full control over what type
it
of being
depends
I
on which
am.
lessons you pass in this life and your past lives and your future lives. It's all
Yeah.
understanding. What you got to understand is if your ass killed 10 people or X 10 people out, you not coming back as no good human being. Now I'm telling you,
Hmm.
he might put you as an animal or something, boy. If you do the wrong thing, and it's like, boy, you come back as some messed up things. Now I'm telling you. You'll come back as we. I'm gonna let y'all finish on that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I see what you're
Nah, that's
saying.
fair. That's facts. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's facts.
Damn. Is this
You
you?
gotta do in this
Peace,
life.
love, and
You
light
gotta do
to
the right
everybody.
thing.
What's up?
We're
Peace,
going on. We
Garden.
got a new
No.
person in the room. Shout out to new person. I'm gonna let you out the flow, brother.
Let me have the flow. My fault. I was just listening. I came in,
Damn, this shit really
popped up.
don't work.
I seen spiritual talk. So, what's the what's the what's the subject y'all talking about?
We were just talking about how we finna leave this physical body and go into our spiritual body, but I was saying that instead of it going through a type of feeling, it will go through a life type of feeling. But death can sometimes still come in the way because a lot of people end up dying, unfortunately. But sometimes I feel like people really die because of their karma. I feel like it's meant to be for some people, but I don't know because there's always something you gotta learn for you not to die. Because if you're really a good person, you wouldn't really go through death.
Oh, you gonna everybody got to go through that. Now I get
Yeah,
what you're saying.
It's
Like you
it's
talking about
not,
like
You
yeah.
trying to spit the
But
P5?
it's not gonna hurt. What I'm
Put my
saying is
phone
it's
again.
not gonna hurt.
No,
It's gonna
like the
it's gonna feel like an upgrade
yeah,
rather
like
than
straight that hoe.
something that hurts you.
Closer. So yeah.
Y'all nobody knows the truth. What the fuck do you know, Darius?
I know the truth.
Right, like what the hell do you know? Talk about nobody knows the truth. Right.
Bro, but okay, look, but when it comes to certain things, bro, I feel like people just be rambling with shit, bro. Cause like the whole idea that the body's supposed to be temporary, I mean, eternal, like the physical body, I feel like that shit like is ramble, bro. Cause people be like, it was the air was hydrogen before it was oxygen and shit. I'm like, bro, you can't work with that shit, bro. Like shit like that is ramble. It's not doing justice for what's happening right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like if Darius was to say that when it came to like that type of conversation, I would have agreed with him. Cause it's like, bro, like what the fuck are niggas talk about? The air is oxygen right now. The body is temporary right now. Like the fuck? You're not like working around that shit, bro. All that shit be
Well,
ramble,
that's called the
jamble.
truth, sir. That's called the truth. Is that what you talking about? The truth. Now you talking about the truth.
Yeah, but y'all think y'all powerless, but you do have the power. Today
That's
I
not
went
me being
outside.
powerless. That's
Listen, I'm gonna
me
tell you
Hold
being
on,
something. I'm
wait.
gonna tell you.
realistic.
Let me show you how I had the power today. Okay, I went
Niggas just keep
outside.
rambling.
I went outside and it was 6 p.m. and it was the sun. The sun was good. It wasn't beaming. It wasn't that hot. It just felt like a regular sun. I was like, damn. I just started giving it love, and then I started receiving such like hot ass sun energy. Like the sun was actually beaming on me, and then the wind was blowing in a way to where it was gonna ruin my hair. And I was like, wind, like I was like, don't do it. You can't do that. And then the wind stopped blowing on my hair, and it was good. You know what I mean? Like it was just that's how you have the power. You decide what you allow in your reality. You allow people to get
Okay,
unalive, then that's gonna
but
happen.
you're trying to make that analogy to something that is going to happen for everybody. Like what? You're trying to make that analogy with like literal transcendence. Like no, bro. Like everybody is going to transcend. That analogy does not apply with
Listen,
transcendence.
you're
Like
going
I'm
to
sorry.
transcend. I'm not transcending shit. I'm just gonna upgrade.
Okay, well let's see
Okay?
you live forever. Like I'm sorry. Like what, bro?
Cool. You cannot believe in me. It's your own friends that don't even believe in you. You spell casting death upon
Bro,
me, and I felt that
I'm not
shit. I
spell
felt the
casting
pressure
that
on my
shit.
head. But you know what, Sin? I like the pain. I embrace the pain.
Dude,
So just
these
keep hurting
motherfuckers.
me. Keep hurting me.
Dude, hey, dude, I cannot take you serious right now.
You didn't know I was emo? I like pain.
She trying to make it seem like I'm spell casting, bro. Like you see how like let it be strong that says it. She's gonna agree, but anytime I get a valid point across, she tries to I'm spell casting
Nah,
her.
but you got you.
I'm
Hey,
like,
hey,
come
whoa,
on,
hey, whoa.
bro.
I get what you're saying. But see, certain you got to understand the certain levels and who you dealing with certain levels, brother. That's it. I get what you're saying, but don't make it a debatable thing. It's an acceptance thing of who you dealing with. If you can do that,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to understand. Me, like we on the same accord, but everybody can't get there. And I get what you saying. You like, hey, nah, hell no. But now that all nah, hell no, you just gotta listen, let them have it, and state their opinion, and
But
try to.
Angel, my twin though, like this is somebody I talk to every day. So it's like this shit is like
We've had this conversation for months, bro. He's been on the same shit for months. He talking about we have to die. We have to. It's like that one friend that you got that be
I'm not
worrying all the
saying she
time.
trying to make it seem like I'm in some victim ass mindset. It's like no, bro. Everybody, explain this to your ancestors. Why the fuck are your ancestors not still alive? Explain this to motherfuckers that done died today. Like
Maybe,
what the
maybe,
fuck?
maybe they did some fuck shit
You're
and they
gonna
needed to
die.
die. Maybe they did some fuck shit and they needed to die. I can't tell one person that died that was a perfect person. Not even fucking
Of
Jesus.
course, of
You know what I
course.
mean? Because everybody like if you are truly perfect, you won't die.
Are
You
you
get what I
going?
mean?
I don't care if you perfect. My
Bro,
grandma,
you're not
88
gonna
years old. She
incarnate.
damn near
No
perfect.
incarnation
She
is
got to go
perfect
too
though.
now.
I don't care. I'm at this level where I'm so powerful, not even a bullet can penetrate me. So
Now you
I'm not
scared of death.
tripping.
You scared of death. That's what the problem. I see what's going on. You scared
I'm
of
not
death.
even scared of death. I just face death
But
head
you're
on
making
and
it
that
seem
shit
like that,
loses.
bro. It's kind of hard.
You know how many times I've died and came back? I was in the backseat of my mom's car and I fucking died and I came back. I literally felt my spirit leave and come back. I was like,
Yeah,
damn, I
bro.
just went through a battle.
Yeah.
But that shit don't work. I'm not scared of death, but I also don't have to accept it. Like if it happens and I'm just gone, fine, I'll accept it, whatever, because it's not gonna hurt me. I'm still gonna live. But at the same time, I don't have to die. I can just live. It goes both ways. You win either way. It's a win-win situation. Y'all not
Okay,
understanding it.
I'm not going. No, 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 no. Because it's like you're not understanding what I'm saying. I agree with that 100%. What you just said, I agree 100%. It's when you try to say it's not like this physical vessel, this meat and bones, is not gonna die. That's what you were saying at first. It's not gonna die at all. Like that's what you were saying.
It's not supposed to, bro. The body is meant to be in like
There we go. There we
impenetrable.
go. There we go. That's what I was talking about at first.
Yeah, and the thing
That
is,
was the conversation. That was the conversation right there. Yes.
y'all just accepting death is crazy, bro. It's
No one is
crazy.
accepting, but you see how you're trying to make it seem like, dude, it's not even that. It's like you trying to say. It's like you trying to. Like we can't even compare this. This shit is so. It's like what, bro? Like everybody sitting here knows that the physical vessel is gonna transcend. That you're gonna transcend out of this physical vessel. Like everybody
Okay,
in this life
if
knows
it's
that.
gonna transcend, I have a question for you. If it's gonna transcend, why even bother living at all? If it's gonna go away at some point and you don't even
The
know when it's
point.
gonna
The
go.
point is for us to. The point is
Thanks,
for us to
Kiara.
experience. For the soul to experience.
Well, I don't want to have an
That's why
experience
we're
if it's
here.
temporary. I want a permanent experience. That's just me. And I know that's everybody too, but y'all just
But you
accepted
can't.
death. Like, where's the fight in y'all?
Okay,
Where's
but
your
where?
solar
Okay, but
plexus?
if it was, if but this is my thing, right? If life was eternal, where is the evolution? Don't you think you would get to a point of stagnation because you've evolved to the limit
That's
or
the
to a
thing. We were
certain
evolved
limit
before. Like,
ceiling?
we've. There's not levels to this shit. There's not levels to this shit. It's just one
I
experience.
mean,
It's
you can
just
say that on this
vibes.
realm. You can on this realm you can. Like even Strong made that point earlier.
Okay, but the whole point of us coming to this planet is to heal that part and tell people that there's not levels to this shit. We keep saying there's levels to this shit. There's gonna be levels. There's no levels to this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and piggyback and go back and forth with people. I'm
Okay,
just
so
going to
Angel,
say
let
this
me. Okay,
shit straight.
look. So have you evolved from when you first became like awakened to what is going on in the world?
To be honest,
Have you evolved? Have you evolved since then?
I feel like I've evolved because,
So
you
how?
know,
Okay, so there. That's my point. So how is there not? I'm not trying to say levels on some egotistical, like I'm a higher level than you on some egotistical shit. But how is that not a clear sign of evolution? I'm pretty sure your mind has evolved from when you first became quote unquote awakened to what's going on in the world, spiritually awakened, right? Whatever you want to call it. You evolved since then, right? So how is that
yeah.
not a clear sign? How is that not evolution? Or
Yeah, we
you going to a new
evolutionized.
level, and you
Yeah,
going
we
to a
hella
new
did.
level, and you going to a okay then. So that's my point.
Because
What's going on,
the
family?
new level was
What's
actually
good?
the first level that we should have been on, but we just got cold feet,
Good
no,
job.
happy
Waiting on my
feet.
phone to charge.
That shit drawed us away.
Y'all fuck with
All right.
meditation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. So yeah, so what? So shorty, your thing was that we supposed to live forever or something like that.
yup.
I was hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you think about it, we kind of, I mean, the spirit, you feel me? It can't die. Like we don't really die for it. We just reincarnate. You feel me? Like we pass
So
away
you
from
want
this life, and
she
then when
wanna
we
she
don't
wanna live
learn,
she wanna live in this body forever? Like she wants to live in
Yes,
like
that's what she's saying. Yes.
oh to be a vampire, you feel me? Say nah.
Boy, I should kick your ass
Nah,
out right now.
I'm playing with you. Nah, I'm saying though, like I don't know. I don't know too many people that would wanna because
Listen,
especially
Like, why would you
we've
want to
been
live
force
forever?
fed. We have been force fed that we can downgrade in life, but we cannot upgrade in life. What makes you think for you to upgrade into bliss, into like the chosen land, you have to leave behind a body for the body to decay and all this extra shit when you can just take this body with you into the promised land? You know, you can take this body with you. You just gotta upgrade it. I know
Okay, let me
I
ask you
am
this. Let me
light
ask you this.
skinned, whatever.
Let me ask you this.
But what?
Let me ask you this.
What?
How do you know people in this quote unquote promise? How do you know people in this promised land are in a physical vessel or not? Oh man, you gotta just
I mean, the body is so
How do you
upgraded
know
to
if
where
they're in
it's
a
not
physical
physical
vessel or not?
anymore, bro. It's not physical. It's spiritual. It's powerful. You can do a
So
lot with
isn't
that
that the
body.
whole like what, bro?
But that's your body being upgraded. That's not you
Oh, so
leaving
why are
behind
you
your
trying to?
body.
Okay, so why are you trying to drag in the physical body,
Because the physical is not really physical. At the end of the day, you can still move
bro?
your fucking
What,
limbs, right?
man?
It's not physical.
Hey, look, now I
what
see what she's
the
saying. She's
fuck?
saying you can take
Oh.
your physical you can still look the same. That's what she trying to say. When she go in her next physical body, she want to look the same, just upgraded mentally and physically and spiritually. That's what she's
Thank
saying. So
you.
yeah, she's saying you could take your same. You don't have to your identity. She talking about your identity. Like she don't like
I,
the fact that you can come back as a black man or a white woman. You never know what you. But she said you can keep your physical body. It just upgraded. So I see what she's talking about now.
Yeah. It doesn't have to like you don't have to separate yourself from it. You can just
Yes,
upgrade it, take it with you.
yeah. So she's saying like your physical body now, your looks, your identity right now. You can go back to the 1850s, the 2600, maybe on a different planet. I don't know. But you still have your physical identity, which is kind of an ID on yourself. So I see what she's saying.
that sounds like you're tying your identity to your external appearance though.
Yes, 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 yes,
That's
yes, for
kind of
sure.
superficial.
Well, no,
That's
it can happen.
spiritually superficial.
It can happen. It can happen, bro.
Hey,
I
have
would say
y'all
this.
heard
I
of
would
it?
say this. Y'all, we not too far from that
Isn't that just
reality
your
because because we
correct?
got quantum. We just unlocked quantum tech. Basically, we just unlocked quantum technology, and basically, what Elon they're trying to develop that type of technology now, and we're not too far from actually being able to like basically you'll be able to upload your consciousness. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure, for sure.
Um,
Yeah, that's
cyber,
crazy.
but here's the thing. Here's the catch. You might have to do it through you might have to have a robotic body or like an android like body. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying,
Oh, for
it's
sure.
not gonna be a physical, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like a flesh and blood thing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, they're gonna be like, all right, we can upload your consciousness to this droid
Yeah, for sure.
and we can have this droid look like you. We can put plastic silicone and shit, all that. Um,
But see, even when that does, and I understand when that happens, it's still that's just a small period of time. Like when you look at things on the God level, you got to think a billion years, and we just living in 100 years, so to say. 100 years ain't shit when you talking about the spiritual realm. You feel me? Like
mhm.
that, what you got to understand. Like even if you could put your body in a robot and the consciousness and all that, that's still nothing compared to the cosmic scale and the scale of your spirit. Like all
Yeah,
our
I
spirits,
agree.
like.
I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Me personally, I wouldn't want to upload my consciousness and then live on Earth, like be the
Yeah.
same being, or like being the same. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be not.
Um,
It'd be different. To each his own. To each
Nah,
his
nah,
own.
that shit is not right. I don't care about no to each his own. No, that shit is not right. You if you want to live forever, just live forever naturally. You don't have to go through this whole technology taking a chip and all this
Well, you ain't gonna be
bullshit
able to
like
live. You
you wouldn't be able to do that, and like,
yes you can, bro. Yes you can.
sweetheart, your
Stop that
physical
no,
limited
you
body,
belief
can't do
system.
that.
Stop
sweet.
that limited. If Jesus can turn water into wine, you
How
can
do you
do
know
whatever
that's
you want
real? You
to.
ain't see it.
Sweetheart, your physical body is
You
gonna
ain't
go lead
seen
it.
it.
You gonna be in that coffin or a cremator. That's the only way to go now.
Yeah,
Ain't
Listen,
no
that's
living
listen.
forever
exactly.
now. I'm
Talk.
just
It's
letting you
Yeah.
okay. It's
know.
okay. I love y'all. Even though y'all spellcasting death upon me, I still love y'all, okay? And
Listen,
I know you guys don't have to die either.
Nobody's
We
spell
are going to
casting
come
you,
into
why
this
you
bro.
can't?
we are going to the promised land in life, not through death, through life, okay?
I,
We
I,
have
I
to
think
upgrade.
I think the
But
more
do you
important
got a
question is,
scientific record of somebody who has lived past the age of 120?
Let me
Or do
tell
you
you
know
Was
some
there
something.
a
people?
scientific record before
You wanna know
Jesus?
Yeshua, right? You know how Yeshua was crucified for 3 days and then he
I ain't
came
gonna
back
lie.
to life.
You ain't seen it. If you ain't seen it, how do you ain't never witnessed this? You just going off of,
I don't
how
know.
people lie.
Alright then.
You know how men and women lie all the fucking time. You think
There
they
was
didn't
no
lie back
Jesus
then?
before there was Jesus.
That's the same thing, bro.
I'm just saying, in the scientific books that we have today, the oldest person was like 125, 22.
Something like that. Yeah.
So
I
if
don't
you
know.
think,
Yeah.
and that's just 122, you're not gonna live to 6, 7, 800 years in your physical body.
Hey,
It's
but
just
I'm gonna
not
say
gonna
this,
happen, sweetheart.
STR. I'm gonna say this. At
Listen,
some point,
uh-huh.
we did have expanded lives because of the water. Everything was more natural back then. I say there's a particular area. I think not the North Pole, but I think Alaska, near Alaska, where the water is so fresh, the people in that town tend to live longer on average than the average person.
I can
But
go with that.
Yeah.
we don't have access to that. We don't have. I would say if it was possible, it was possible back in the day because we didn't have so many corrupt
Yeah,
like
but you still gonna pay. I don't. Even if it was popular, you
right,
not.
right,
You
right.
still got a date. Everybody got a date, boy.
No, you
No,
don't
I
have the
get you.
date.
I
You're
get you.
creating your own date right now. Stop
I'm talking
creating a
about physical
date.
body. I'm
She
just talking
said
about
we can
physical
live
body.
forever.
I'm just talking about physical body. Your
We can live
physical
Forever.
body gonna lead it
forever.
earth. Now I'm telling you.
Did you
We
grow up
can live
watching
forever,
so you
guys.
grew up
We
so
can live forever.
they said tell me you grew up watching Disney without telling me you grew up a Disney
No
fan.
point going back
Shut up,
bro.
bro.
There's no point, bro.
No, I just one day I had a thought. I was like, I don't want to die. And I was like, I don't have to die. Okay, I'm gonna just live forever. Period.
Living water.
Shit, Buddha
Yeah.
died.
So then Buddha wasn't as awakened as y'all thought he was.
And then look,
Jesus
I would say
died.
the people, hey, I would say the
Wasn't as
people that you
awakened.
I feel like the people if you know monks, right? I feel like if
Hmm.
anybody, if out of all people, I feel like they would have discovered it first, or not first, but
Yeah, for sure,
Fuck
hundred
no.
percent.
Fuck
the
no. These guys,
monks.
they literally trained to fight. They shaved their heads off.
You
They
talking about the
like
Shaolin monks? They ain't the real monk. You talking about the Shaolin monks? They a little different than
I'm
the.
shit.
talking about the real monks.
Yeah. The
The
real
ones
monks
that
don't do all the
meditate, like they
Shaolin.
can change their body temperature. Like they got so deep into meditation, you can put them out there in a blizzard and their body be steaming. Like, damn, you can generate. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
They really know the limitations of the body.
And they still get what? And they still do what?
And you know,
They
I've actually met a monk before who was able to do that, and he told me the same shit. He said, "You live forever."
but
Spiritually,
yeah,
yes,
You're
not
I don't
just
think you
physically.
understood the
no.
context with
Listen,
what you
I'm
was
gonna tell
talking about.
y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a perspective about this physical. Okay, so you keep thinking that you're in a physical, you're a physical being, whatever physical this. So what if I were to tell you that the spiritual and the physical is already connected? We are just slowed down in time. We have been slowed down. Our protons have been slowed down to where it feels like we can't achieve that speed again, and if we just speed up our energy bubbles, we can go back to that plasma thing without having to die. We could just go to the plasma by actually attracting it and us getting attracted to it, and we can generate our bodies to be invincible. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm just saying. Do you
I
know
don't
of
believe it's
anybody that
future
has
done,
accomplished
but
that?
I
I'm
believe
just
it's
saying. Are you
possible.
gonna be the first one, or somebody
That's
else that we
crazy.
all know that we can relate that to? Like, are you gonna be the first person, or do we know other people that have achieved that? Do we know anybody that has achieved that throughout our human history? I'm just saying, in our terms.
To be honest, stop looking for proof and just be the
He
proof.
said, "Stop looking for proof." Is crazy. Oh my
You
god!
should be the
All right,
proof. You said
Before
what,
there was
Pete?
Jesus, before there was no scientific proof.
Thank
Once he
you. We
was,
just
he
saw
was the
shit. You know,
proof.
we
He
didn't have
came.
to prove. We didn't have to prove ourselves to anybody.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, but back in that day, our brains were functioned. We had a different type of brain archetype back then, meaning that basically back then, instead of you thinking you were hungry, you would hear a audible. You would hear a audio. It's called bilateral consciousness. Look it up. We're not in bilateral consciousness anymore. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were basically schizophrenic back then. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You don't tell your brain doesn't tell you what to do. You tell your brain what to do.
No,
You
back
are the
then.
controller.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying
check.
back then, the way our conscious, well, the way the human brain worked. This is proven. The way the brain worked back then in that
Did you meet
time,
someone from back then?
like yeah, like you would hear like
Proven by
Muhammad,
who?
huh? What you say?
Proven by who? A book? Proven by who? Proven by
Uh,
who?
oh, proven. Oh, look it up.
Who said it's
Bilateral
proven?
consciousness. Yeah. They studied the
That's
brain.
just
They
some
what's
article.
it called?
What
Not just carbon date. It's a specific way that they use to like study biology.
You're right, Jens.
They basically they were able to find a brain like through archaeology, and then they were able to like reverse engineer and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, one
Recreate.
thing
They were able
that
to
I've started
recreate.
doing is
Oh, say it again.
A lot of knowledge isn't first-hand knowledge. It's something you learn from somebody else.
Yeah.
It is secondary
Well, second,
source.
yeah, because I didn't carbon date it myself. So yeah.
So don't take it for fact as in like law. I'd say that's a possibility, but like we as a people we need to start doing things ourselves and like traveling the world and going to see these places and going to see these things and going to see where Jesus was, or so they say he
Yeah, so
was.
that where yeah, right. So where they say he was, but like I said, it'd be hard. I mean, we carbon dated a lot of people, and we learned like how cavemen, you know what I'm saying, by carbon dating their body and their fossils and stuff like that. But um, we don't have any physical evidence of Jesus. We can't carbon date a Jesus. We can't learn
Well,
anything
that's
from
a
him.
lower level argument too. But
Yeah.
go ahead. That's a lower level argument, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, we weren't there,
Well, what I say with Jesus is
and there's no
you
physical
could
evidence.
see the influence.
Hey, look,
I'd say
listen. Did he
that
teach good or
you can see
bad? Can
that
you learn something
the
from it?
presence.
Is it a
Yeah,
moral
No,
to
I
the
can't
story? That's
learn.
all that
I can't.
matters
I
when it
can't
comes
learn
to that story.
shit. I can't learn shit from that
but not
story
only
because
the
But
physical
he taught you
of him
virtue.
being here,
The
but the
story of Jesus
influence
Christ
that
is a story of virtue. You can learn more
because
from Christianity. I ain't
nah.
gonna lie to you.
All I learned about that is that they ripped off of other cultures and put it in the like they. It's a mutt religion to me.
Okay, well, only thing I'm saying is if you read
They have a
Ecclesiastes,
lot of
Proverbs,
borrowed.
Psalms, you can learn something. If
I'd
you
say
read,
I wouldn't know if it's ripped off.
They borrowed a lot of
At the
concepts
same
from
time, it's being
Egypt.
interpreted
yeah,
differently
that is true, and
They
it's
borrowed a
very
lot of. They
similar.
stole a lot of knowledge from
That
Egypt.
is
That's what
true.
I know. That's what I
Okay,
know.
so if they
could be
stole it,
an
that means it's
event that
useful.
happened that was interpreted
No,
differently by
because they
different
stole
people.
it and they tried to remix. They basically
I,
they tried to remix it
I
and
agree.
it
I
doesn't
agree.
work the same. It
I
doesn't
agree
work the
with you.
same.
I ain't saying everything in there is cut and dry. All thing I'm
Hmm.
saying is it has very like mindedness with all religions share virtues and vice. If you no matter what religion you study,
You know what we
it
need to
gonna
do?
have one concept of virtue and vice, good versus evil. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And one
I feel
period.
like a lot of
We
these
need to
like.
go to the scrolls ourselves instead of learning about the scrolls from some random book. We need to go to the
Hey,
scrolls
I
ourselves and
agree.
look at the scroll and see what the
I
scrolls
agree
say.
with you. I agree with you, and I encourage that. But like for the most part, I feel like a lot of this is a distraction. I think the better question would be like, what is your purpose? You know what I'm saying?
Quantum entanglement. Do anybody know what quantum entanglement is in the string theory?
Well, everyone's
Yes, I
purpose
do.
is
Nope.
differently. Is different.
Yes, quantum. Yeah, I'm
I'm up to
definitely
what
into quantum mechanics.
No, I'm talking about quantum entanglement and
Yeah, that's
string
part
theory.
of
They kind of go
that's
hand in hand.
yeah, that's part of that's called quantum mechanics.
Okay, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
if we all had the same purpose, we'd all have the same life. So everyone's purpose is different.
Yeah,
We're
for
like
sure.
ants in the ant hill. Every ant has a different purpose. Every ant has a different life, but they all work to serve what? The queen.
The
The
queen.
queen in our life is God. The queen in everything is one
I
God
don't
that
see it.
controls everything. We're just a little ant in the ant hill playing our role. Whether you're a
I don't
chemist,
see it that
a
way.
biologist, a truck driver, electrician, and we all play a role in what's
If an
going
It
on
ant
in
says
was
be
society.
immortal, it
intentional. When
wouldn't
your
be a
heart and
worker.
mind are in alignment, you will feel it. That is very true, Jen.
If an
Because
ant
like
was immortal, it wouldn't be a worker.
because Jen, when your heart and your mind are in alignment, you start attracting opportunities without trying. You can sit on your ass and people will call you out the blue and be like, "Hey, you want some money? Or you want this? You want to do this?" And it's going to be in
I don't
alignment.
think serving is the right word to put it.
No. I don't think I said everybody has a role to play in what we got going on. Whether you it's levels to it. Every level has a role to play. That's just the life that we live.
Yeah. I like the term. You ever heard of the term archetype?
Yeah, for sure.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite conceptualized, like, I guess you could say theory, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, with
everything
the
is
different
theory.
personalities of human and the
Right.
different characters
And
of human, you
right.
definitely put group people in the archetype. So I get what
You
you're
can
saying.
group people in the archetype. It's because you can trace these archetypes back to like a source, right?
Well, they got the Myers Briggs personality test. That's one example of what you're talking about in a
Mhm.
real world sense that can be tested. So yes, sir.
Yeah, that's one way it manifests. You know what I'm saying? The Myers Briggs, Carl Jung talked about
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
I'm
going
very
by his
Mm-hmm.
what
connected to
man
him.
pass.
And listen, a lot of times, a lot of my stuff is from firsthand experience. And I could tell you, Carl Jung was like way ahead of his time. I don't
Yeah,
think
he was
people.
pretty decent. He pretty
I'm
decent.
telling you, bro, like the phenomenon, that's the best word I can use. The phenomenon that he was able to like basically conceptualize and basically he was able to simplify really. Like that shit is real and it's more complex. I like dreaming is like a super tool, you know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like
astral plane. Yeah, yes, sir. But
yeah,
if you don't study the astral plane, you ain't gonna understand. If you don't study the Gonics and Crowley and all these other things, if you don't have
mhm,
education, if you don't self-educate, then you're gonna be left behind when you're talking to somebody who's a little bit more advanced, like they know Egyptian mythology and can link this to the Vatican and can link that to you get what I'm saying?
right.
Because you have put the time in and educated yourself. The education is the number one thing that you can do. You can't beat that.
Yeah, dreams, dreams act as simulators. You can find out a lot about yourself when it comes to self-awareness. A lot of self-awareness can come from dreams. A lot of the things that you would do, you could put yourself in a dream simulator or like in a dreamscape and find out what you would do in that situation.
Shit,
You
have
know
you
what
ever
I'm saying?
meditated and went into a dream that you full like you fully awake and went into a dream? Now that's
Yeah,
scary, now. It ain't
that's called
scary.
that
It's actually unique, but
that's
you can
called
meditate, and if you know how to meditate,
yeah,
you can go into a dream and you be
yeah.
like awake.
That's and well, what I like to do that there's an off branch. It's called instead of astral projection, it's called mental projection. And mental projection is done through a meditation state instead of sleeping directly.
Yeah,
So a
for
lot of
sure.
people, yeah. So a lot of people, what I'm saying, like the whole concept of Doctor Strange, how he's able to do that. He's doing that through mental projection and shit like that. But through mental projection, through that technique that you're talking about, I was able to find out I had other names like that because I exist on multiple planes of existence.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a different name depending on the dimension and the vibration. There's a different configuration of you know what I'm saying?
Time exists differently than as us as human think is 24 hours a day and all that. 1 minute equals six. When you go to that level, all that cease to exist. Like
Not facts.
that's a whole different ball game. Like mentally, that you will have to, understand, experience, do your research, and put all the puzzle pieces together. So I
Hmm.
understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, and so you got a different name, like you ever astral travel and you had like a different form.
Man, I met a being on there that talked to me telepathically, man. Come on,
Oh
and
yeah, hey, there's a lot of beings out here, bro.
yeah,
Like
man, come on, bro.
there's a lot of beings out here, and and a lot of times some of them do take you as like like they become teachers.
Yeah, for sure,
You know what I'm
telepathically.
saying? They become teachers, and they tell you how reality works, and just so you can
Mm-hmm.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
Some people's souls will not allow them to forget, who they are and where they come from.
Yeah,
But
well, it's levels to it, man.
see,
Like
that's what
every
I'm
level,
saying.
yeah, it's levels to it,
Yeah,
and it gets lonely at the top. Why you think the Freemasons were created? You
yeah,
see, the
yeah. So they have
Freemasons
a
know more than you think they know. Like some people tell them the devil and all, whatever. It ain't all that. It
I
just
have a crazy listen. The Freemasons has gotten to the point where some of them, like the elite circles for real, they can recruit you through the astral realm. You can be recruited through the astral realm.
that can happen. Like, and especially if you meet one and y'all on the same page. Now, look, I'm not a Freemason, but I do respect them. Now, that be known. I'm not against the Freemasons.
Hmm.
The Freemasons, I have a good depth of knowledge. I'm not a Freemason though. I'm just saying. But we got access now, and I got educated. I wasn't supposed to do it. So let them tell it. But I know I read their books. I understood what they understood. I put the symbolism together,
Hmm.
and I seen what they learned. That's just one aspect of my self education. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I understand what's going on. This is one puzzle piece.
Yeah, and uh, since I'm a very old, so I know like so sometimes a lot of times when people go through these experiences, sometimes they get addicted to these experiences, and then they get less. Things become less practical, and they become less. The more you astral travel, the more ungrounded you become. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
that's just like
you,
taking mushroom. You take mushroom, you're gonna have a whole different experience of somebody who never had it. You're gonna take a mushroom, even if you smoke a little tree, all
hmm
them put you in different states of consciousness, man. And I'm just giving a brief example. You just can't get lost in the sauce. You still
yeah,
gotta
you
handle your
can't.
business
Yeah, right,
when it comes to
exactly.
the real world, but
You
you know a
gotta
little
handle
bit.
your business, and that's why I stopped. Now, see, no being had to tell me to stop. Like nobody had to tell me, like, hey, you're astral traveling too much. I had to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
gonna tell everybody else and see they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. You can't
Yeah,
do that.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
what? But
Yeah, you
yeah,
tell them the truth of reality and what's going on, but
right.
you can't do that. Like a person that's lower than you, and let's say he a level 5 and you a level 2, and you
Mhm.
trying to tell this nigga this shit, and he got other people around him level
Yo,
4s and 5s. They gonna try to embarrass you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, you can't do that. You gotta certain shit you gotta keep to yourself until you get to a room like this where you have an open person that we both might be level 2s, or I might be a level 1, you might be a level 1, and we bring each other up to different levels of
Mhm.
understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit supposed to work. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
That what the Freemason did. Like they lifted each other off by listening and
yeah,
understanding of the truth and reality of what's going on. Even if it's not all the way true, it might be halfway true, but they listened
right.
and they applied. And
And
so the Freemason, they got a chemist, they got a biologist person.
uh-huh.
Yeah, and they listen
And
to.
that's
I don't know chemistry, but I know
right.
biology. I can tell you about biology. I'm listening to you with you about chemistry. I'm listening to what he got to say about space. I'm listening
Mhm.
to him what he got to say about chemicals, with oil, gas, space. That's what they do, and that's how they built America off of like-minded brothers,
Mhm.
knowing that
And
it's
they were
one God, and we all gonna learn from each other, and we gonna build this society.
and
That's
that
what the United States
and
will
that
build on, really,
yeah, it
the
was
whole
built.
society. But I'm just giving just an example.
It was built on, basically, like, intellectuals
Mm-hmm.
and students of thought, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it, one of the most like prominent stories in the era of like Freemasonry, when it really was like popping, back near the Renaissance period, when they used to think that the earth revolved they used to think that the earth revolved around the or no, they used to think the sun
Around
revolved
the
around
earth,
the
yeah,
earth.
yeah.
And so they were prosecuting, remember? They were
Yeah, yeah,
prosecuting
if your ass
people.
thought different, your ass, we've taken you out. Go ahead. I
So
ain't
they,
cutting you
you know
out,
what I'm
brother. Go
saying?
ahead.
So they like, damn, like, so imagine being in that time, right? Where you're like, damn, these people are idiots. They think the sun revolves around the earth. Like, so like, you're like, damn, like I gotta find. So it wasn't, your life was dependent on it. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
look, well, our life ain't depend on that, but for folks that believe in religion to me, like call themselves a Muslim, Christian, all that, that's how I look at them. Like it's the same